I have to go back in my youth when I was a child. So I was fascinated by chickens. Later, I discovered that the chicken was the most important domesticated animal in the world. Every day we are facing 65 billion chickens all over the globe and 60 million tons of eggs. So a society without chicken and egg doesn't exist. That's something strange, huh? I think this is the origin of why I started my Cosmopolitan Chicken project, which is actually a crossbreeding project. So I started in an art project on the border between Belgium and France to crossbreed the typical Belgian chicken with the French chicken. The outcome was diversity. And that was from the beginning something that I really loved, that every species was different and that you, in one way or another, are building up, the strength of that animal. In other words, you de-domesticate, and if you do that in art, you're not talking about the chicken only. You talk about our society. You talk about globalization, multiculturalism, but also about science.
I did start my journey as a young orphan of 7 years old, and because I had to take the responsibility of securing food for my family, I started to have an eye for food at a very young age and to want to know what more I can do to actually make food more available, especially for other young girls who grew up in the same situation as me. That is why when I was out of school at 9, it was because I didn't have enough food and I had to go and work to get food on the table. When I was 10 years old and ready to be married off to a person who was 30 years my senior, it was also so that I could have food on my table. And all these things led me to thinking, when I learned about mushrooms at 11 years old, what can I do with this actually to make sure that I don't have other people finding themselves in a situation like I was in? The main link between my work with mushrooms and the Cosmopolitan Chicken is actually because they're all providing food in a sustainable way. And it's content which is built in a different platform that can spread actually to encompass people of different professions and still achieve the same results.